I'm Bea from Rovio. I'm head of talent acquisition. Good to see so many people here. I wasn't expecting to see this many people. I have quite a bold topic today, so I'm a bit scared. Either after this topic you're going to be more optimistic, or then you're going to kick me later. So let's see how it goes. TA, by the way, stands for talent acquisition. Should have opened it up. That what does it mean? But today we're going to talk about what's happening in the world and how do specific things affect the work environments and talent acquisition space, and maybe then how they impact the job seekers landscape and such. So yeah, one disclaimer. Does this work? Yes. One disclaimer, not Rovio's thoughts, what I'm going to share here, but more of what I've seen happening in the world right now, and not also Finland specific, but maybe you'll get some ideas later. Yeah. Okay, ready. Talent landscape. So what's happening in the world? Like, we have 3 sections here, and I know this 20 minutes is going to go super fast by, so feel free to maybe ask questions at the end. Let's see if we can move forward fast so that we have time for Q&A. Let's see how this goes. Don't get too scared. I have a reason why I'm showing you something here to begin with. So let's tackle those first. I'll show you a couple of news articles that are from 2025. As I said, don't get scared just yet. There's a reason why I'm showing this. So Klarna CEO warns that AI is already capable of doing everything, that we don't need humans anymore. This is quite a provocative starting. Let's take another one before we dive deep. That way. Shopify CEO says that staffers need to prove jobs can be done by AI before asking for more headcount. Headcount stands for basically like position or opening in the company, whether it's your current employees or if you want to hire someone. And then lastly, Bill Gates says that a 2-day work week is coming in 10 years, thanks to AI replacing humans for most things. So if we go through these step by step, this first one, I don't think this represents what's happening in the world right now. So whenever you see headlines like this, use your judgment and think what kind of other articles you've seen. So there are some like early adopters of AI. The same thing with when there's new technologies. The latest Apple iPhone comes in. There's like less than 5% who are like first their one foot in the store buying those and telling everyone how this works. So Klarna's approach has been that they are using AI for many things. But I'm going to tell you, let's see if this is going to happen, but I'm pretty sure that they will end up hiring some people back. Because AI right now is not as advanced as it could be. Maybe it might be advanced in a couple of years. But right now, for example, the AI that is within specific softwares that the companies are using, it's not advanced. Really, it's not advanced yet. So, cross for that. Ooh, another cross already. This one is yellow. To be super realistic, this might be maybe happening in a few years, but right now, the reality is that not that many companies are using AI on an advanced level. So for someone to do this, first you need the CEO needs to understand that how can you use AI on an advanced level, and where does it make sense that we use AI? So what are the downsides if you use AI? So possible, but much more context is needed for this. And also in this case, the company needs to, all the employees need to be kind of forced to use AI so that they can be comfortable in saying that, okay, this is how AI can help me, and this is how it cannot help me. Yeah. This, I think it's a myth. I don't believe in this personally at all. At all. I'll tell you later why. The reality is this. There's many different studies and articles, of course, about this topic. But for example, one report from January last year says that despite 94% of people saying they are ready to learn new skills to work with generative AI, only 5% of organizations are actively reskilling their workforce at scale. 5%. 5%. There's a lot of hype in social media that how everyone are using AI, and then you feel like, oh, I'm left behind. I don't know. I haven't been using so much. Maybe I've tested a little bit with ChatGPT or Gemini, but am I now being left behind? No. A newer report from September 2024 says that only 16% of organizations have the highest level of operations readiness for AI. Note that this is like a global report and not specifically for games companies. And, maybe those companies, well, this could be argued, I guess, but maybe those companies that are within those 16% also have a lot of budget to invest in new tools, because right now all the AI technologies and softwares, they cost a lot, and their prices is gonna maybe go a bit higher depending on the software until they go down again. Couple of other more positive articles. World Economic Forum Future of Jobs report reveals that a net increase of 78 million jobs by 2030 and unprecedented demand for technology and Gen AI skills is the future. So that means that like when you see those news articles that we will lose our jobs and the world is going to go to the wrong direction, more jobs will be created. It's plus 7% of jobs that we have right now in the world. More closely, half of employers plan to reorient their business in response to AI. 80% plan to upskill workers with AI training, and 2/3, listen to this, 2/3 plan to hire talent with specific talent. What could that talent be? I wonder. What could that talent be? 85% of employers plan to upskill their workforce in response to growing skills gap, with half of businesses planning to transition staff into growing roles. 73% plan to automate more processes. And again, listen to this, 70% plan to hire talent with new skills. Let's come back to it. A top executive at PwC says that an AI-fueled labor market skills are the currency. I wonder if you know where I'm getting at with these points. I saw this funny picture online. I think this tells the story quite well and the reality. So from for example, software developers' point of view, quite many companies, I think that the most companies are still on this stage, like 1 and 2. First stage is that, what is this hype about AI? I don't understand. And then the next stage is that you're experimenting with large language models. You're like, okay. And then you fall, you're like, the AI is going to take my job. There's too many things, too many softwares, too many solutions. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm so lost. The next step is, we need to change our priorities. Now we need to focus on AI solely and think how we can use AI at workplace. And then the last 2 steps are, okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm comfortable with LLMs, and I've created a couple of cool solutions and such. So If you ask me, I'd say that the reality right now is that most, especially games companies, are on stage 2. They're experimenting with LLMs, but they don't know. No company is kind of like forcing people to use AI. So some specific individuals are super advanced with AI, but you can't say that the world or games companies are super advanced with AI yet. They want to be there. But the transition and change process always takes some time. Yeah. Job seeker landscape. Like what does this mean for job seekers? PVP stands for personal value proposition. So if you think about applying for jobs, and you think about what can you offer, what kind of skills do you have currently? You think about what motivates you, what do you want to do? So not just like what are you good at, but also what do you want to do? But then you think about the last box. What does the market need? I don't know if there's ever been this kind of like opportunity before, where you know exactly what the market needs, and you can highlight that. Go ahead. Sorry, may you? Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah. So I guess the point with this presentation is to highlight that AI is super interesting. There's hype. There are companies that are using AI for sure. I can't say that there are companies that are super advanced with AI. There are some individuals, and there are people, there are AI like working groups in the companies figuring out how do we take advantage of AI. They are, Rovio, for example, is using several different AI tools, but no one is forcing you to use those. It's kind of like team-led initiatives and such. So let's say that if games companies want to experiment with AI, they want to understand how it can improve their business, for example, then that's your kind of value add. So therefore, I would encourage you to experiment with AI because it's going to be part of your job either way to work with AI. So I would encourage that you experiment with AI. You try to think of something that in your current profession or the profession you want to aim for, how can AI help you with the profession? And then show that as an example in your CV or in your application or what's it called? Letter, job letter. Cover letter, thank you. Yeah. Show that in your cover letter. Because if there's a chance that the company that you're applying for isn't super advanced with AI yet, then that's the value that you can clearly give to the company. So in this case, if they, for example, haven't considered reskilling the employees, then finding someone externally who can teach the company in how to use AI in their own profession, that is super valuable. But maybe one disclaimer here that I can't speak on behalf of every single games company, but like based on my observations and what I've seen in the world and in the news and in social media, then I'd encourage you to go this way. From TA point of view, one more angle, a bit too much text here. In case you're wondering that how does AI impact talent acquisition then, for job seekers, there are AI-powered job search tools. So you can basically log into a software that uses AI, or you can use ChatGPT for it. And AI can apply for jobs on your behalf. I wouldn't maybe recommend that because then the jobs that you apply for, so if some tool is like automating the job search for you, then your CV and cover letter is not targeted for that company. So then your chances might be lower in getting that job. Depends a little bit. AI can help recruiters with screening applications, but AI will not reject your resume automatically after you've applied for the position. That's not legally allowed. AI cannot do like human decisions. I think same in the insurance business, for example. If you're wondering that you have an accident and you claim for insurance, then no, AI can't make the decision on your behalf. There are some AI detection tools available that are able to review if your resume or take-home assignment is built with AI. Note that I have never heard of anyone in the Nordics use this type of tool. If you ask me, a company that uses such a tool isn't the one you want to join, because that's like sounds like AI resistance. Yeah, paranoid. maybe. So instead, maybe companies in the future will tell job seekers that, okay, when is it okay for you to use AI? For example, Rovio could say that, here's our take-home assignment. This is what we expect from you in the take-home assignment as such. And then Rovio could encourage you to use AI. But then you need to open up how have you used it. But you can't use it for the whole. You can't ask AI to do the whole take-home assignment for you. And if you do, maybe if there's a follow-up even to you after that, and you're being asked how did you come up to this solution, then it might be difficult for you to even explain that if the AI has done the whole take-home assignment. There was a case where a candidate got a job offer from Amazon, and they did everything with AI, like all the interviews, take-home assignment, and such. So even though we're in a digital time, we live in a digital time where most of the interviews are via video call, it's possible that some interviews will be face-to-face in the future. Some companies are slowly shifting to skills-based hiring. There's many reasons for that. So that doesn't mean that the companies are only looking at your skills and not your soft skills and the environment. Are you motivated for the job? Is this job the right one for you? But it means that because of different technological changes, then it's easy in the future to focus on skills, shortly said. AI can help recruiters find you and contact you, referring to LinkedIn, for example. And maybe in the future we don't need CVs at all. There's different solutions for that. AI can conduct interviews and create a summary of the meeting. I know already some have been interviewed by a recruiter, but then AI joins the call and then records it and creates a summary of the call later. That's already happening also in Finland. Hope that doesn't feel too scary for you. Although not related to AI, I wanted to highlight that there are currently some scammers out there who want to take advantage of job seekers. So basically that means that there are many people now online, especially LinkedIn, saying that, oh, I'm a career coach, I have 10 years of experience, I've helped this person, and then you have many recommendations on the page, and all of that is fake. So if there's someone who wants to take money from you because they are these superstar career coaches, don't fall for it. Do some fact checking and don't believe every website you go to, especially if they say that they are career coaches. Okay. Did I scare you off in the end, or are you more optimistic that you know what you're gonna do? Yeah.
More optimistic, but I have a question.
Yeah.
When you, I know you can't directly tell us, since it's most likely stuff that Rovio is doing in the background.
Yeah.
But has AI replaced, or not replaced, but done your job, I guess, of any designers or developers that you're aware of?
Yeah, I can say on a high level that we have Rovio has like a Gen AI policy. We have reviewed all the softwares we were using from like an IT point of view and then from legal point of view. So we're really strict in like what kind of AI tools we implement. We do have quite many actually. They are used for different purposes. Right now, most of the things are used for software development, but also art is using AI at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Wait.
Oh.
We have to. Sorry.
Am I already over time?
Yes, we have to move on with the program, but I just want to say that Bea will be available in the afternoon at the Rovio stand.
Yeah.
So please keep your questions. Next time I'll book more time. Thank you very much, Bea.
Thank you.